Alright, so I'm trying to go live here for the 3 millionth time. And, you know, I remember while I pull up equity feed again, I remember I had this issue with my computer, my monitors, right? One of my monitors, it was like went black out of nowhere. So I'm trying to figure it out because my other two monitors were working, and I just got so frustrated with it. So I just, you know, slapped my balls on my monitor 3 times, and all of a sudden it started working again. You know, it's kind of like the old NES cartridges. You had to blow on it and shit. And like every guy, like if you had a regular Nintendo, like every guy, you had like a weird ritual in order to get a game to work. You know, you had to blow on it, then you maybe had to say something, or you blew on it, you had to shake it, or you blew on it, and then you put it in there and you had to like push it to the side inside the actual NES. Alright, so it looks like alright, so it looks like I'm good now. Looks like the stream is pretty good now. So alright, so let's get back to talking about stocks here. Again, my apologies for that technical glitch, but it looks like we're up and running now. So again, let me get equity feed back up here and then get the Skype back up. All right. But yeah, SPEX. All right, so did I put that in right? Okay, I think I did. And equity feed too, with all their passwords and stuff. All right, and then Skype. So I was trying to hear from someone, and by the way, we have Nick from Bull Trade Finder going to be calling the show today as well. He's got some stocks I guess he wants to talk to us about. Like all my callers, I don't, you know, ask them or tell them what to talk about or anything like that, because I like to keep it fresh for me and also for you guys, you know. So I don't like to have them per se tell me what they want to talk about, but he's got some stocks he'd like to discuss today. Not right now. So I'm looking forward to speaking with Nick from Bull Trade Finder. Yeah, so we got him coming on the air. And by the way, if you don't have Discord, you should be in my Discord room. And he's got a Discord room too. So you can never have enough Discord rooms. If you're a trader during the day, you can never have enough. You always have. I think I have like 10 chat rooms that I've been invited to. Right? Probably more than that. So I dance in between, you know, just to pop in and say a few words and whatnot. I have a ton of, yeah, just a bunch that I know I've been invited to over the last year or so. All right, so SPEX was the trade, has been pretty much the trade of the week. I would say it has been the trade of the week, SPEX. And my prediction is that today is the top. I don't foresee it being a HMNY where it goes from 1 to, or 3 to 16. This one started at 1. I don't see this going from 1 to 12, but I guess we can never say never. But I don't know if it's going to go that far, you know, that far. But I do have to leave out that you just never know sometimes. You know, you just never know sometimes. You know how far these stocks can go. You know. Definitely give that one to Yodo. Definitely give that one to Yodo. It deserves it and more. SPEX. And for this particular video's sake, I do want to talk about, you know, they put out the letter to shareholders. That pretty much what started it all. The letter is very descriptive. It's it feels as if he kind of typed it literally, you know, what's that word? Extemporaneously. I know I'm not saying it right, but that's how the letter feels. It doesn't feel like it's a corporate production, you know. And he does a really good job of explaining, you know, his mindset of where the CEO anyway, his mindset of where they think they can take this product and what their exit strategy is. And there's no doubt in my mind from reading the letter, they want to get this product, this eczema drug, to a point where they become a very, you know, strong potential acquisition for a Pfizer or a Merck or, you know, a pharmaceutical giant of that kind of caliber. That's where their mind is. And if you're an investor, all right, because they that's what they want you to be. They don't necessarily want you to be a trader. They want you to be an investor of SPEX, somebody who's going to ride this train up and back down, but not sell it and hold on until, you know, the eventual buyout. That's the plan. Obviously, you're smarter than that. You're going to take your gains and then come back if you can, you know, if you're just good enough to figure out when that's going to happen. Because we're probably, you know, a year or two away from any of that happening. You know, you're probably a year or two from that happening. But at the end of the day, let's look at that 5-minute chart on SPEX. 1 minute is probably even better to look at. We'll take a look at that. Here's the 5-minute chart. Stock Guy talks about a gap and go strategy. This, you know, looking at the 5-minute doesn't do it justice. Let's look at the 1 minute. Let's look at the 1 minute on this. And the 1 minute is, you see a lot of danger within the first 30 minutes, because the first 30 minutes scared a lot of people out of this trade in the first 30 minutes. But if you knew what you were looking at and, you know, you play those bounces, it would have been a beautiful entry and a beautiful exit on SPEX. You know, if you're one of those traders who says, hey, I'm not touching this thing in the first 30 minutes, or I'm not touching this thing in the first hour, whatever it is, you did pretty well on this stock for the day. All right. Now, if you were already in it, you just enjoyed what you got today. I think today was the day to take gains. I don't know where we are after hours. We're at, all right, so no change after hours. Actually, I see an ask for 408, but, you know, I think they're just kind of being a little generous, or, you know, being a little greedy there on the ask. After hours at 408. The bid is at 376. You know, look, it's after hours. It's illiquid. But yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. Of course, Alex is going to tank eventually. That's why, you know, I believe SPEX is done. I think tomorrow you get the big gain in the AM, right? The people who are late. The people who are late. You know, the people who kind of always kind of find the trade when, you know, all the smart guys get in on that first or second day move. And here they come looking, you know, for a possible another 30, 40, 50%. I don't know if you're going to get that, but, you know, I'm not trying to jinx it. We'll see what happens and who shows up on Friday in SPEX. All right, AVEO, let's go to that. That was a big winner earlier in the week with AVEO. You guys, Monday show, that was the talk of the market on AVEO. Today's the first red day. I mean, this is kind of what happens, right? The stock runs and then people take profits. The day traders start getting out of the trade. And, you know, this is what happens. So first red day, that gap down. And the 5-minute chart there, it's in the 1 minute, it's in every one. That gap down is very telling. All right, that gap down shows a real change in exuberance in the stock. Right, so you didn't really have, you know, so many people show up today in AVEO. In fact, I think the volume might have been significant. Yeah, it's actually significantly less than the day on the 26th, and also it was a lot less than yesterday on the 29th. So There it is on AVEO, down 5%. So today is the first red day. I think tomorrow you get an even bigger red day. You get an even bigger red day tomorrow on AVEO. So the shorters now coming into the building on that stock, and they're going to take away, you know, gains from AVEO. And you don't want to be a bag holder in that. You know, you don't want to be a bag holder in that. I don't remember what the news was. Don't remember what the news was. What's going on, Hell Yunki? Bill Bet, you said it's too late to get in now. I mean, yeah, it's always risky getting into a stock that's up 105%. You know. Now, if you were talking an OTC being pumped, I think, you know, you might chance it. But, you know, with a NASDAQ play, you got to figure that traders are a little bit smarter than that. What's going on, Lord? I'm just going to call you Lord because I keep fucking up your name like you know I do all the time. All right, so my caller line is open. All right, let's go look at some other charts today, by the way. Shout out to all my truckers. I want to have a conversation with my truckers real quick. For those of you guys who drive trucks, I know you know about this stock here, Travel Centers America. Travel Centers America. Now, Travel Centers America, they sell, it's like a rest stop for truckers. You know, if you've ever noticed them, they're a lot in like major cities and whatnot. You know, truckers go in there to fuel up. You know, sometimes there are diners in there. Maybe if you're lucky, a McDonald's or something like that, or some kind of rip-off version of Mickey D's. And the stock has really been beat up by the fall in, you know, crude prices. But these last couple days, we've seen a turnaround. And shout out to ATL Trader for introducing me to the weekly charts. We got a really good weekly chart developing right now in TA, Travel America. And I think it's very, very interesting to see where this stock is on the weekly chart, you know, working its way back under from the RSI and looking like a very interesting swing here. So I'd like to speak to anybody who is a trucker or who pulls into Travel Centers America and just let me know how it looks right now. I mean, you know, is it busy in there? You know, are guys hitting the road again? With oil being low, we shouldn't be seeing a decline in volume in terms of you know, on road carriers. All right. Yes, indeed. Luther Hines, yeah, TA, yeah. Get back to me on that one. All right, so HUSA and HUSA. Shout out to Nick on HUSA because I was against HUSA. I thought it was a pump, but since he came on the show and talked about it, it hasn't looked so bad. I mean, it hasn't looked so bad. I remember Nick coming on the show, you know, at around, I want to say he came on. You'd have to look up. I want to say it was around 6:13 or so. It's been almost 2 weeks since he's been on the show, I believe. And it was after the fall. So it might have been like the 13, 14, somewhere around there. The stock was at like 65, 66 cents. We're trading at 85 cents right now in HUSA. HUSA is the ticker. And I guess, you know, people really believe that this company is going to eventually find oil. If they haven't already. I do see they released something. Nope. Okay, I've already seen that one. No, so they haven't found oil just yet. They haven't found oil just yet. Go ahead and definitely like this page, like this video right now, folks. Shout out to all the people in here. If this is your first time, click subscribe. Definitely show your support, Mr. Icebox. Appreciate that, sir. Yeah, TA was the one I was talking about. Bull Trade Finder, you said you got a ton more. We're looking forward to hearing it. Looking forward to hearing, bro. Do I think HUSA is worth holding long? We're going to have Nick on in just a moment. In fact, Nick, go ahead and call up, bro. Go ahead and call up, and let's have you talk about HUSA before you get into the other ones. We're at 85 cents a share right now. We've touched $1 before already in HUSA not too long ago. Today the stock tested and actually cracked $1 again. So obviously the momentum is still there for HUSA. And, you know, go figure, a stock that, you know, once traded on the OTCs, now trading on NASDAQ, and, you know, it's looking like a real long-term play based on its moves here. So, yeah, we're excited to hear what Nick has to say. So, Nick, I'm waiting for your call, bro. 305-600-2896 is the number. Yes, indeed. Most truckers stop there for Popeye's chicken. Yeah, I do notice that they have some kind of thing with Popeyes. Some kind of thing with Popeyes where Popeyes works out of there and shit. Let me see if this is him. 914. Who am I speaking with? 914. You're on the air. What's up? Hold on. What the fuck is going on here? Hold on here. Hold on, 914. I'm trying to pick up your call, but... Oh. 1 second. 914. I'm going to have you call me back, bro. I don't know why Skype now is being janky. Man, the devil is at work today. As guys who go to church would say. Shit. Oh, man. Fuck. Oh, man. Shit. Let me sign back in. Man, the devil's at work today. Shit. Yeah, Skype was fucking up. Hold on, man. We've got a lot of other stocks to get to because I really want to hear what he has to say because, man, he's been hitting it out the park for the last couple days because I've been in his chat room. We were talking about, if you guys remember, he brought up AVIR. And AVIR, he brought that up at 54 cents a share. Actually, 53 cents a share. And I'm still in that AVIR. Now we're at 65 cents. I'm looking for the big move and AVIR to come. He said within, you know, at least within 90 days. We're already up on the trade. So I'm already sitting in green in AVIR, up 10 cents a share. Up 10 cents a share from my average from where I've been buying the stock. All right, close the program. Damn. Let's see, Skype. All right. All right, latest version of Skype is ready to install. Click here. No, I don't want to install it now. Shit, just... Y'all know I hate technology, man, because I feel like technology is so unreliable sometimes. All right, so 914, this should be him. I'm pressing the button. It's not. All right, so like he's calling me, and I'm pressing the button. It's not doing anything. So I guess I'm going to have to press the fucking button and upgrade this shit. Or update it, whatever. Fucking bullshit. Is this their way of like forcing you to get the upgrade? Shit. All right, go ahead and install it. All right, so I'm going to install it. Go ahead. Shit. Motherfucker. Yeah, it says we're updating Skype. All right, so let me get the update real quick, man. Fuck it, just give me the update. Shit. You're embarrassing me in front of all these white people, man. Y'all know I hate that shit. All right, so let me see here. Let's talk about some other things where how that gets going. PIRS had a really good day today. PIRS still looking good. I'm playing with some options right now. I'm taking advantage of this indecisive movement we got going on in the broader market and loading up on some options. Really loading up on some options here until, which I hope I hope in the next 90 days that this looks like. No, I don't want to close. What do you mean? Automatically close. Please close all applications. No, I'm not closing anything. I hope this just looks like, 90 days from now, this kind of looks like just, a buying opportunity. I know I've called for the end of all this buying to come sooner than later, but now that I'm going long on some of these calls, I'm hoping that the bull market continues. So I'm praying that I'm not the guy trying to go long at the top, because please believe I will be, selling for a loss and buying puts immediately if we start to go and see multiple days of red going into next week, especially next week. I think next week is very telling for the market. Next week is very, very telling. Financials and the energy sector was up today. Yeah. In fact, let's take a look at USO today. I saw it didn't do anything. It doesn't have the greatest ATR. I wish there was a better ETF for oil that we can look at. Some guys just say fuck USO and UCO and they just go straight for Exxon, but Exxon too doesn't have the greatest ATR. So for oil, who do you guys trust to judge where the market is? I can't trust this Zion Oil and Gas. I don't trust this shit at all. I mean, this is a stock that's been running here multiple days, really different from the overall market or of the commodity. SZ running like a damn pump and dump. MAFUTAN. All right. Okay. So fucking got the update. All right. So in fact, let me see if I can give him a call. I'm gonna give him a call. All right, he's not picking up. Yeah, running like a damn pump and dump. Yo, this shit is crazy, yo. Yeah, let's take a look at URRE real quick. URRE up 4% with today's move. Yeah, it's like my my apps have like a mind of their own today. This shit is weird. Skype is not responding. If you close the program, you might lose information. All right, fucking close it. Like, it's just crazy. And I've restarted it like 4 times. URRE, Uranium Resources Incorporated, up 4%. All right, put the password in again. Yeah, it lets me get all the way to, like, I log into the password and all that shit. All right, so back into the program. So 914, I think that's you, Nick. Give me a call back. Because now, see, I'm in the program. And I see all my previous calls and whatever. Let's see here. Let me enable. Soundbite error with sound card. What the fuck? God, man. And guys, man, this is frustrating the fuck out of me because I know some of you guys are like computer like nerds and you're smart as fuck with computers, so you know what the fuck is going on. But I'm just not on your level, dude. I just download programs and I use them. Let me see something, man. Let me see what my... Alright, so yeah, something went wrong with my sound card for whatever reason. But you guys can hear me, but my sound card is not kicking in. So yeah, I've lost my sound card for whatever reason. So like, yeah, none of my sound effects are working. So I wish I can restart my sound card, but the only way I've been able to playback devices. You see, stereo, headphones, speakers, recording. Yeah, so now like yeah, it's not, it's show you call me on your cell phone, put me on speaker. Okay, yeah, let me do that. All right, Bull Trade Finder, yeah, we'll do it the getaway. We'll do it the getaway. Hey, are you at that 914 number? Bull Trade, hey Nick, is that the 914 number? I don't want to say it out loud because, you know, I mean, everybody in here will just have your number. All right, you said yes. Okay, so 914, and no, I'm not saying the rest. 3. Almost fucked up and said the whole damn thing. All right, so let's do it the getaway. This is like, yeah, okay, this is the getaway. We'll do it anyway.
Hello?
Hey, is this Nick?
Yes, yes.
All right, great, Nick. So I have you on the air. Again, my apologies. I don't know what the hell's going on. It started off weird, but, you know, we got to get it done as we get it done. So
It's okay.
You've got some tickers you want to go over. Let me know first with HUSA. What are we looking at with this stock? Obviously, you know, things have gotten much better since you came on the show. I thought it was a crap stock. You thought you saw, you know, a lot deeper into the company, and now we're up 20 cents from, you know, when you were, you know, on the show. So how far can this go?
So, first of all, I don't even think this is like the start of it. I think it's got a lot more to go. at the end of July, beginning of August, they're sending out news on, and I totally believe they're in head oil. They have, I think it's 4 wells, if I'm not mistaken. And it was at, I believe, 5 last year, and it wasn't reverse split or anything. So I'm not saying it'd be at the 5, but I told my guys in my room a while back when it was 20 cents that it would be 1 by June, and it was. And I really think it could be 150 to 2 by, you know, end of August or right after that news.
Wow, $1.50 to $2, and okay, so the company is still trying to strike oil, right? I mean, they haven't necessarily found oil yet; they're still digging.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah,
they've already fracked, and they've already they started doing. They sent out the schedule as news a couple of days ago. I think it was a week ago that they're starting to indeed, just go in and try to find it now.
Okay. All right, Houston American Energy. You guys heard it here first. I mean, I can't deny anything he's saying, guys. He came on the air at 60 cents a share and said, hey, look, this is going to go further. And, you know, we touched 104 today before the stock pulled back here, settling at 85 cents. But there's no doubt in my mind, I think we're going to retry for 1. There's a little bit of hesitation up there at that 1. But, you know, he's saying 150 to 2, very possible. So there's no doubt in my mind, if we crack 1 and close over 1, I think you're going to see an incredible amount of momentum pushing it into higher gear once that happens. Excellent, excellent. So HUSA is the first stock of the day. Nick, I know you said you had some others. Somebody in the chat room is saying, tell him you hope his leg feels better. Is there something going on with your leg?
Oh, yeah, I told my ACL. I just got surgery.
Oh, shit, man. I definitely hope you recover. Wishing you a strong and fast recovery with that, all right?
Thank you, thank you.
Definitely. So what else did you have for us to discuss today?
All right, so, yeah, just wanted to go over that AVIR just quickly.
Okay. So,
yeah, news should be out any day. They like to send news beginning of the month. Preferably they do it the third, fourth, or fifth day. So something to watch. Even though Tuesday we have off for the July 4th. Yeah. So that's something to watch. And if merger, it's definitely going over 110 to 125. And if it's a buyout, I'm thinking 150 to 180. Oh,
my God. That would be amazing. I told you guys in my chat room as well as his, I bought over $5,500 worth of stock in this company, which was about 10,000 shares at 55 cents at the time. So I'm already sitting pretty as it is in AVIR. So I'm you know, 150 to 160 sounds great to me. I'm really looking forward to that kind of an exit. I honestly was thinking maybe 1, I'm out of there, but you know, 150 to 2, I'd love it. I'd love it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm not selling anything to these shakeouts and these little drops and everything. I have no need to sell because I've done my DD. I know what's happening. I know what's going to come. It definitely has to be a merger or buyout. I mean, they have 2 products in the market. They have cash, no little debt. They do have a little debt. Yeah. It's definitely not a lot, and they have more products. I mean, more phases going on. As well as one of their phases is even better than VRX's current drug if it gets through. It has a more effective rate. And VRX bought that drug, I think I said this last time, for $38 million, which is double their market cap right now. So it's definitely got to be bought out. I'm thinking buyout for sure, but definitely got to be a merger or buyout that'll send it over 1. Yeah,
looking real good on the weekly charts as well. I mean, very strong month for AVIR, looking real good. So excellent. So HUSA, AVIR. Nick, I know you got some other plays for us. You know, dig them out for us.
Yeah. Okay. So SYN. I played this a long time ago, and now I'm coming back to it. They are in talks for a partnership, a big partnership for a big with a big company. I don't know which one it would be, but they're definitely in talks for it. So this is a company that has no money. So they need a big partnership to get them through all their phases. They have a good pipeline. They just need the money. And the CEO has said, this was 3 to 4 months ago, where it was like almost like a strategic alternatives where it takes 3 to 4 months. And he said that they're trying to get a partnership going right now, and that the government is also trying to support them, potentially support them. So that, and so their drug is the only one not on the market. It's in a phase, and they are the only one that is currently working for this disease, and this disease is like extremely, I'm looking at it right now, 16.7 million people go into a hospital every year for this. And if they get through with it, which it also is a breakthrough designated by the FDA right now, if they get through with it, it could have a 12 billion market cap. So it's definitely something big, and I really do indeed think they're going to get a partnership within 1 to 3 weeks for sure.
Now, what's the problem that this solves? I'm seeing something here about constipation. Is a constipation drug?
I know it's called the riboxamase, I think.
Yeah, irritable bowel syndrome. Now I know that's a pretty big deal, and there's some very very popular drugs that are on TV right now because of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation.
Okay.
Yeah, IBSC. Yeah, there are a couple commercials already out there with that. Okay, cool. SYN is the ticker. Now, when I look at SYN and I'm looking at the chart here, the selling seems to be getting stronger here by the day.
Yeah.
So there's some selling going on here. When I look at the daily charts, you see it in the weekly as well. So it's been selling off for quite a while here. Do we first search for a bottom, or do you feel that a partnership news can drop any day?
No, I was looking for a 55 to 56 entry. I think 55 is very possible, but if anything, 56.
All right. So 55, 56 is your entry on that one. Yeah, hopefully we can get an end to the selling here. I mean, we got some support at as low as 43 cents. The 52-week low is 41. It's definitely, I think, going back to look for, where that support is. 55, you're saying 55? Okay. Yeah, we'll see if we can bounce off that 55, if not 50 at the least. But, yeah, we'll definitely be taking a look at the SYN as the days move forward.
Yeah, and they also have good toots institutions backing them up. They have about 38%, which is very good for a under $1 stock. So it's definitely something to watch for sure.
All
something
right.
I'm definitely going to get into.
All right, SYN, guys, keep a look on it. Set your alerts. All right, and what else you got for us today?
Also AVGR. So this one is 60% owned by institutions, which is amazing for under $1 stock. They have 5 products on the market, which is insane as well. They have about $1 per cash, but it cuts that down a little bit because of the little debt they have. So because of the products and the institutions they have, they had strategic alternatives. This month would be the 4th month, and by this month I'm relating to July. I'm a couple days ahead. So it can't be a reverse merger, which would also drop shareholder value. It can't be, because they have so much institutions. They have a good amount of cash. They have 5 products on the market, so it can't be that. And I'm totally thinking of buyout for this one, all because of the products, the institutions, the cash. And July would be the month where they send out news, and I'm thinking it would be right in the middle of the month.
Okay.
And that's one I'm also getting into myself. I'm trying to look for a like a 38 to 40 cent entry.
Okay. AVGR is the play he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Let me look at the weekly on that one too. All right, so this is another stock that's been selling off, and I did consider this as a short at $3. Man, that would have been a real nice trade if I pulled that off. But AVGR now at 43 cents. You're looking at you said, what was your entry again? 30.
I'm looking for 38.40 cents. Yes.
38.40 cents. So we're not too far from that. We're not too far there. And it looks like we got some support at these prices. So that actually sounds pretty good. Looks like we got some strong support here. The 52-week low is 35 cents. All right, not bad, not bad. AVGR.
Yeah, these are all like 1 to like 3 week holds. I'm totally believing that strategic alternatives always takes 3 to 4 months. So July is the 4th month for both of the ones that I just said, SYN and AVGR. And these are both pretty much, in my opinion, 75 to 100% plus plays if and when the news comes out.
Okay. All right. So this one you're not as certain about, but you have a feeling this could you know.
Yes.
Okay. So what's your percentage of certainty if you had to, because you know I want to put that out there just because I'm you know, a lot of guys out here don't have money to just blow, but AVGR is very interesting. What's your percentage of certainty this falling through, or this actually, you know, going through? Excuse me.
Yeah, I definitely want people to do their own due diligence and look at the company and see their, you know, see everything that they got and what they think could happen. But I would say 90%. It's flatlining.
Oh, wow.
Flatlining is always good before news. You never want to buy a stock when it's up so much. Like, let's see, like, what was the one recently that was up so much on news? I can't even think. But that, Rite Aid. It goes up, what, 85 to $1? You never want to buy those right up because always bad news follows.
Yeah.
People always know something, so they try to pump it up. And it's usually the institutions, they try to pump it up, and then they get out, and then everyone gets trapped.
Yeah, yeah. AVGR, I mean, I like the fact that, you know, for where it is right now, it's good just as an RSI play, period. Just looking at the chart, I mean, you can just play just for an, you know, on its RSI catalyst right now. So AVGR, you know, I think sit in this. Even if the news doesn't, you know, work out, you're still going to be able to get yourself a nickel to a dime in the stock based on, you know, where the stock is on an RSI catalyst with this kind of support that it's developing here. Excellent.
I mean, these are plays that I'm definitely going to go in within the next week. So that's just me, but definitely everyone should do their own due diligence if they're going to hold it for the news. But in my opinion, it can be bad because they have 5 products on the market, which is amazing for an under $1 stock. 60% institution. I mean, it's just, you know, absurd in my opinion.
There it is, man. There it is. Appreciate it. All right, Nick. AVGR, AVIR, HUSA. I know you're the man at ticker, so keep them coming.
Okay, so now I recently actually just started to get into options, and I've done pretty well for myself. My friend got me into the TRIP option, TripAdvisor, TRIP.
Okay.
And we bought 3750 calls for July 7th. Okay. Yes, July 7th, I believe.
Okay.
And we made over 150% in under 2 days. And, I mean, options, you don't have to exercise them, you know.
Yeah, of course.
You could honestly just trade them like a regular stock. You could trade them on the technicals. You could trade them on the news. I mean, I actually like the fact I like playing options now. I'm looking for my 3rd one, and I'll talk about that too in a couple minutes. But I mean, honestly, I really like it. There's a lot more gains, but of course, it could be risky if you don't know what you're doing. So I mean, you could honestly trade the option itself like a stock, but you have to you know the risk ahead of that, such as like you lose what you put in, of course, as well as what you would do with a stock. And you have to know, the strikes. You can't go crazy and say, like for here, Trip put like a $80 strike for July 7th.
Right.
Because no one's gonna buy that. You're just gonna be losing money just by doing that.
Yeah, I mean, we used to go a lot harder here on options on this show. We should get back to it because I think right now, again with this hesitation in the overall broader market, I think it is a great time to put in trades for 30, 60, 90 days out that can really get you in at these discounted prices, and you can be sitting on top of some really nice gains once the market figures itself out. I honestly believe that the bull market will continue, for the rest of the year. Being this Russia whole thing is come out to be just basically a big scam. I don't doubt that we're going to have any barriers to the market, reaching 245, 250, possibly by the end of the year. Yeah.
I agree with you. I think we're going to keep going up. I mean, obviously we're going to have pullbacks, but obviously I think it's pretty bullish too right now as we are.
Yeah. All right, so Trip, looking at it now, you see Trip as a continued hold. I know you guys made money. You're probably out to trade, but I mean, this is a stock that's been beat up for 2016. Is there more left here, or are we done on Trip? These are pretty cheap options too.
Yeah, they are. I liked it because it looked like it was bottoming right there. And then it started to even fall a little more. I wasn't losing in the options. I got in a pretty good price, but it still started to fall a little bit, and it started to flag. As you could see on that, I bought at the bottom of that green candle on the right before the flag, and then news released, and then it shot up.
Okay.
So I mean, to be honest, that doji may not look that good. It
could
go either way, but it's definitely something to watch down here. I think it's a little too low. I mean, it's a big company, so.
Okay. Yeah, this does have a $5 billion market cap. Definitely not a micro cap stock. So we'll definitely see what happens with Trip moving forward. At $38 a share, the options are dirt cheap on this, and they're actually pretty liquid from the looks of it too. So no real hesitation on getting in and out here on Trip. Not bad.
And my next one was AMD.
Okay.
So I had puts for this at 14, and I sold it way too early. Even though I knew it would go down, I still sold it. I don't know why I did that. I made about 120% within 2 days, and now I'm looking for a big bounce around that 12 area to fill that mini gap it has. And it might actually sit here at the 1250, but I really don't think it will. It looks a little heavy on the selling side. So we'll see. It has a 50 small moving average at 12 and that mini little gap. So I'm looking to buy calls there July 14th. I believe it's $13.50. And they're pretty cheap, and they're pretty liquid too. See, like, I'm not thinking it's actually going to go there, but I know, looking at the options itself and the prices that it was at, I could get them cheap, and then I could sell them when it goes up, which I really think it will, because it has to bounce. And plus, they have earnings coming up, so it'll run up to earnings. The earnings are July 20th.
Earnings for AMD July 20th. That'll definitely be a date to write down. July 20th. Earnings were actually pretty good last time, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they weren't that bad, yes.
Yeah.
But I think this time they'll be a little better, and the analysts won't, screw them over a little bit.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, with the whole Bitcoin craze, I'm guessing they did benefit over the last quarter with increased buying of their processors. Hopefully that trickled down to the bottom line. So we'll be finding out on AMD what's going on there. And now, so on your AMD, what's going to be your strike price?
Let me trickle now. 1 moment.
And then you're looking for a July exit on that as well?
July 14th, and it was actually $14 strike.
Okay, all right. So an in the money. This is going to be a $14. Okay, so you're going. Okay, so out of the money call.
Mhm.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So cool. Out of the money call. So he's looking for 14 July. All right. Well, yeah, that's enough time, and we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, we can definitely see AMD hit that 50 and then bounce off that. So you're willing to risk being a little early just to get in for right now.
Yeah, I haven't bought yet, but I have my bid set a little lower than the current bid and ask.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you're actually waiting for it to get to you. All right. All right. Yeah, because I mean those selling candlesticks, as you mentioned, do look a little heavy. So and the RSI still pretty popped up there. So we could definitely see AMD go a little lower. That 50 is very much at 1196 right now. We're at 1260 on AMD. And again, this is another stock with very, very cheap options too, by the way. He's going out to give himself some time here, and I think you're doing a good job giving yourself some time on the options as well.
Yeah, I'm not running into it ever so quick. I'm trying to be pretty cautious here because I know they could hurt you, but I know they can make you really good money. Yeah.
So no time delay is going to be affecting. I think you can be out of this call maybe as soon as next week, probably by next week Friday maybe. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And then I just wanted to go back to that ANY call, the Annie call.
Yeah.
I think I told you guys 12.5, and I said first price target would be 17.5, and it stopped there, and then the second one I had was 25.
Yeah.
And it actually did indeed go to that 25.
Yes, it did.
I mean, news helped it, but it was definitely ready to. It was accumulating a little bit at the bottom there. It was definitely ready to go back up.
Yeah, I mean, I think you came on the show when the stock was, what was that at, like you said, like 1260 or something like that?
Yeah, it was 12 cents.
Yeah, something like that, 0.1250. And and it absolutely did tear up to 28, 29 cents, and now pulled back. We're settling right now at 20 cents. Yeah, the news definitely helped with that stock. Brought in a lot of volume too, as well, into ANY. Not bad.
Yeah, it's always a big runner stock.
Yeah.
And also DCTH didn't split, which I didn't expect, but they need to get. I think it's August 6th. I'm totally saying a random date right now, but I think it is August 6th. There's somewhere around there that they have to be over 1, which they definitely will not get unless they reverse split.
Yeah, so there.
Do you have channel written up there?
Well, I got an order sitting at 0.2455. So I don't, I'm a believer as you are that I don't think they're going to get $1. I think there's still a desire to see this stock run aggressively. That's why we haven't had the big collapse in DCTH. So I do want a piece of the next big move to possibly try that 36 cents again. And I have no doubt that it is coming. I don't know if it's going to be a news that's going to, put it up there. I don't know if it's going to be just one day everybody just gets excited and just wants to jump back in. But I do believe a day is coming that DCTH runs aggressively again.
Yeah, it definitely needs some news to really get going there, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
If it has news, it'll go crazy again.
Yeah, and then my red line is 0.1846. I think if you lose 18 cents on DCTH, you're gonna have to do some serious thinking. But that again, that's just me on that. But we'll see what happens with DCTH. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I agree there. And then, then my last option call was ZNGA, ZNGA. This is a company that I think is very undervalued, heavy market cap, and I'm going to be buying, I think it was $4.50 or $5 strikes for January 19.
Now this one,
2018.
I'm not getting the ticker, the pop-up. What's those again? What are those letters?
ZNGA.
VNGA. Yeah, I'm not getting a ticker under VNGA. Or Z?
Oh, Z, yeah, Z for zebra.
Oh, okay, ZNGA. Okay, there we go. I'm thinking, all right. All right, the internet gaming. Okay, so the gaming developer. All right, so these guys make apps too, I believe, right? I believe they. Yeah, they make. If I'm not correct, I think they were the guys who came up with all those games on Facebook with like you grow.
Yeah, the farm.
Yeah, you grow your farm and shit. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm buying. I definitely think this will be 5 to 6 by January. It's gonna straight line up, just like Facebook did a while back. So, I'll be buying $5 to $6 calls here. I mean, no, $4.50 to $5 calls here, and they're pretty cheap for January. And I mean, looking at the company, they definitely have things going for them, and I definitely think also at the chart it's just straight lining. And other than a few pullbacks, I think it'll definitely reach 5 to 6.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good company, so it shouldn't be this low, in my opinion.
Yeah, the margins are ridiculous in this company, but ZNGA. All right, wow, it's actually got a $3 billion valuation on it. Wow, that's our market cap. Excuse me. Wow, I didn't think it'd be that big. Shit.
Yeah, it looks like right now it's got to pull back a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hot right now on the
might
weekly.
Be your dip buy.
But yeah, it looks like it would be a good dip buy. You're absolutely right on that. Absolutely right on that. Where are we at on the 53.39? All right. Well, definitely, this is something to watch. And again, this one should have really dirt cheap options as well too. On this one. All right. Now, how far out would you go on a option for ZNGA?
Yeah, I'm doing January. I don't think you need to go any farther than that.
Yeah.
January of 2018, so right after Christmas. Or right after the New Year's, yeah.
And you're going for an out of the money or in the money call for where we are right now?
5.
Okay.
Or 4.50. So out of the money.
All right. So
I always do out of the money. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where the big profit. Yeah. That's where the big money is. That's also where the big risk is. But I absolutely see where you're going with that. With a lot of those, out of the money calls, what's great about that is that you don't even need to go. You don't have to actually reach that $4 price. I mean, going halfway can net you, an incredible return if the stock is just on its way to that number. So.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about exercising in any of the options that I'm talking about. I'm just talking about absolutely just trading them.
Yeah. Excellent.
And other than that, I think I'm dried out on plays right now.
No, I appreciate. No, I mean you've given us a wealth of information, and again, when it comes to options, email me happypennystocks@gmail.com, guys. I used to give out that torrent for Optionetics. I think those guys are out of business, so hopefully they won't be sending me any lawsuit letters like Tim Sykes. But I'm more than happy to give you guys that torrent. And I'll go ahead and email you the link if you are interested in learning how to trade options. Optionetics there's a torrent for Optionetics. It's a 9-hour course, and they basically break down options from A to Z and options terminology. Really, really great torrent to download, by the way. Yeah.
Well, I also have another that's really good.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
People told me about this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a website, Option Alpha.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of Option Alpha, and they've actually got some really cool articles, which also include some trading strategies, because there's a SPY strategy that I used to use that's on Option Alpha as well.